Hey, good morning, Zach.
Morning, Brad.
How was your pre-release last night, buddy?
It was not great overall, I guess. I did go one three drop out of 5 rounds, but it was fun.
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, I went 1-1 drop.
You did.
But my first round opponent was a new to paper player. Somebody that started playing Arena like a month and a half ago
Okay.
and heard about pre-release and came to the shop to play a paper pre-release.
That's awesome.
Right? And it's live evidence that there is a digital to paper translation that it is bringing new players into the store. So that was really cool. I had unfortunately other social plans for my Friday night, and so I didn't stick around to play it out. I knew that I sort of had a mediocre deck, and I beat the new guy. He played very well. The obvious stressors of your first paper play, and then I got to play against Nick Blanchard in round 2, which haven't seen Nick in a long time, so it was fun to see him all last night and hang out with him. It was just like riding a bike, losing to Nick at a goddamn pre-release, and I had fun with what I did.
Good.
But we were able to pick up our pre-order product.
We were. Yep. Which is awesome. Shout outs to our store owner, Sean.
And we are excited to crack some new Capenna packs. So let's see. We got we're fancying it up in here with 2 cameras. Pull that thing open.
It's also first thing in the morning, so the box is still sealed.
Box is still sealed. I'm kind of tired. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm super tired. Even though I 1-3 dropped, I hung around the shop after I stopped playing Magic just to kind of witness the rest of it, and I didn't get home until close to midnight.
So here's Gala Greeters, which is a promo that in every different country is getting a different fancy version
Okay,
of that promo in their box.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. And, we haven't talked a lot about a lot of the previews, but the Alliance mechanic is exactly how Nick Blanchard kicked my ass last night. He was running this card in his pre-release deck. Grab a pack, Zach.
All right.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the different art treatments. And
So there was a few guys opening packs. They had bought in their own product and opened packs, and there's some really cool alternate artwork foilings in the set boosters.
okay.
I don't know if they're likewise in the regular draft boosters. Obviously, we have the difference with the collector's boosters, but let's take a look here. I'm gonna try to
scoot right
stay on camera. So Foil Island, which is actually pretty sweet.
That is really sweet. Can you see that for a second? I wanna. We're trying new technologies out and see how close we can get here. But yeah, that's friggin' wild.
And I feel like they're doing a lot of full arts now with sets. So it's moving forward. It's going to be full art lands for the most part. So we'll just skim through these commons very quickly here. Because obviously the most important thing is the rare or mythic, right, guys?
We're all jumping in the back of the pack. Let's not even mess around.
I don't usually, so here's an uncommon. I do like these fancy artworks. And our first new triome and a foil crossbar.
Actually, put that card back up. Citizen's Crowbar.
Oh, crowbar, yep.
So I was listening to somebody talk about this yesterday. Don't mind my sparkly thumb. Citizen's Crowbar enters the battlefield. It makes a dude, and then attaches to it. It gives it +1/+1. So for 2 mana, basically you get a 2/2 for 2. Even if they kill it, you still have the equipment. But the equipment gives the creature sacrifice this to destroy another artifact or enchantment. And what I heard was, this is a disenchant that you can tutor up with Stoneforge Mystic.
Oh, that's true.
Really cute. So, kind of cool. Like, not a throwaway card.
Yep.
All right, let me grab one of these things.
So I actually had two crowbars in my draft seal. I picked Esper.
Yep.
Played an Esper deck round 1. It was terrible, and because it's pre-release, I took the time between rounds 1 and 2 to craft another deck, and I felt like it did better overall play-wise. I still lost a lot with it, obviously, but I think it did fairly well.
Pugnacious Pugilist. That's fan-friggin-tastic. Oh man, look.
Oh boy.
How many of these fancy arts did we get? Bant, legendary human soldier. Oh, exile any number of target creatures controlled by different players. I
So
heard
good for
people play
EDH.
Good, really good for EDH. Yeah, the land fixing. So again, not having talked a lot about these ahead of time, this is a 4/4 for 5. But early in the game, you can exile it for 2 generic to make one of your lands a tri-land. And then later in the game, you can cast it from exile.
And by doing that, you're kind of taking away from your opponent being able to make you discard it or something like that. Like it's known information when you enchant the land, but they can't do anything about it because it's in a zone that they can't easily interact with, right?
Yeah.
So
they have to worry about that.
They have to worry about that for the rest of the game, and it's actually it's really cool mana fixing. All right, so commons. There's oh wow, only a handful of commons at first, and then some uncommons.
Oh, that's right. Because these are set boosters, they can go wild. We might even see some cards from the list.
Oh, that's right. Oh, so actually, speaking of the list.
A list card?
Actually, it is a specialty card, I believe. Someone at the shop was telling me about this because of the swish icon. It's not from the list, but it's like a special.
Oh, you know what this is? I recognize Friends Forever. This is the the magic version of the Stranger Things Secret Lair card.
Oh, okay.
So whatever the 2 red-white secret lair was from Stranger Things, this is the magic version.
Okay. So what this card does, for those of you that aren't watching, it's a 4/4 for 2 red and a white. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name. Has menace, and whenever this card attacks, investigate once for each non-token attacking creature. I assume that you control because you're the one attacking. And then it has Friends Forever, which is you can have 2 commanders if both have Friends Forever.
Yeah, very cool.
So that was one of the rares. Then we have Cut Your Losses and a foil body dropper.
Man, that is really cool to see those in the wild, the Universes Beyond cards that they promised us a magic version of. And you're getting these in the trash over there?
Yep, I am.
He's so on it. Streets of New Capenna art cards. The art in this set is pretty darn cool. Like, come on.
I think these full-out lands are just as popular as the Neon Dynasty ones, honestly, because they are really cool.
Which is pretty ridiculous considering
how many we've gotten in the past few sets.
Well, and how good the Neon Dynasty one was.
Yep.
This was a kill on sight card, I think, last night. It's a 4/1 for 3. If you have 2 multicolor creatures or permanents in play, it gets double strike.
Okay. Which there was a lot of multicolored permanents being played. Obviously, I mean the set is multicolored in amongst itself. But one of our players, who he ended up taking second last night, he was actually just playing blue-white.
Yeah. Was that Scott?
That was Scott. I don't know what he picked for his pre-release pack, but his third color was basically just not good enough, so he just played 2. And it worked out really well for him.
Interesting, just trying to figure out where the glare is the least. The other thing I want to point out is, you had these tapped mana-fixing lands that are also card draw in the late game?
Yeah. Those are pretty sweet.
The hell?
I actually played 2 because they gave me, my color fixing. I never got to crack one for the extra bonus effect, but I had people do it, and it just seemed to work out very well for them. Trying to not get
I like the
crackling
sound.
numbers.
I like the sound.
So let's see here. We have Swamp, commons and uncommons, nothing fancy. I thought this was the raccoons for a second, but this is actually pretty cool. I did play this in my deck. For 6 mana, basically, you get to go fetch another creature from your library with CMC or mana value 3 or less. So whatever you pay for X, you get to go fetch another creature.
Yes.
And so you're putting 2 bodies on the board.
Yep.
Depending on what you get a a sweet enter the battlefield effects
From the other
ability
creature,
or whatever.
Bring that back for 1 second.
Yep.
For really unlikely modern play, you can cast this for 3 and go get Asmarana Diced Kaldakar, Asmarana Mardica Diced Kaldakar into play, and then go get the cookbook. So you get 3 cards,
and
basically.
it is red, so you can do that. Like you can play Asmo just in a 3-color deck because it's hybrid red black. So that's actually pretty cool. Ooh, and so here we have our first
EDH card.
The one on my left, the foil scheme. This is whenever an opponent casts a spell from their hand, you may reveal the top card of your library. If it shares a card type with the spell, counter that spell, and that opponent may cast the revealed card without paying its mana cost.
That's great if you have a bad EDH deck.
Yes. And then the rare was a Kraken, Trample, Word 2. It's pretty okay.
All right. In my pack, the art card was the art for that
land.
That land that we first opened. So that's pretty sweet. I'm really digging these art cards. Don't get dizzy. I hit the camera. If I see anything that really stands out,
is that a backwards card in the back? Oh no, it's just the
just
the
didn't
tip
take
card.
that.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was a backwards card. So that's really odd. Corpse Appraiser.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. If a card is put into exile this way, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 into your hand, and the rest in the graveyard. Neat.
Okay.
Another land fixing, Soul of Emancipation, creature avatar for 7. When it enters the battlefield, destroy up to 3 other target non-land permanents. For each of those permanents, its controller creates a 3/3 white angel.
So it's like was it Terracodon? The elephant that blows up 3 non-creature spells, and then those players get beast tokens.
Oh man, look at that. We got Sleep with the Fishes, and the token in the pack was the fish.
Yep.
And
nice.
Hold on to these. Don't throw away your fish tokens.
Yep.
Like, it's a unique token in the history of Magic. That always ends up being an interesting thing to hold on to.
How about you just don't throw away any fish? Period.
Listen.
And actually, it's funny. So GB at the shop last night was like, Mola, you can't play fish because there's no fish in this format. And then mid pre-release, I was like, hey GB, there are actual fish tokens in this set. I could actually play fish to some degree, which is just pretty funny. There's actually, speaking of fish, there's a exotic pet which makes those fish tokens one of the few ways to do it. They cannot be blocked. Tenacious Underdog.
Ooh. That guy Brian that I played against last night, the newcomer.
Yep.
This was his pre-release promo, so he had it in stamped foil.
Ooh, nice. So this is a 1 and a black. It's a 3/2 with blitz of 2 and a double black. Pay 2 life. But when you may cast him from your graveyard using his blitz ability, so that's a reoccurring threat. Basically.
It's a reoccurring threat that also draws you a card every time you reoccur it. So, and it's a human, and it's a warrior. That's why I have an awareness of what that card is doing, not because it's
good.
Well, It's like one of those cards that's worth having one of maybe in your deck.
Yep.
Because in the late game, if I don't have a threat against control, I can just buy it back.
Mm-hmm.
It has haste. You swing. If they kill it, great. I draw a card. It goes to the graveyard.
Yep.
If at the end of turn I sacrifice it to the Blitz ability, I still draw a card. So, art. Ooh.
I think that's the first forest we've seen.
I think it is. Very cool, like dryad looking thing there. Oh man, what the hell?
So these are the new evolving wilds.
Right, but 3 in a row.
The 3, I mean, they're all common. So.
But yeah, the new evolving wilds is better than evolving wilds.
It is. I mean, it gains you a life. It does fetch for specific basic types, but all throughout pre-release, I felt like I never hated seeing one. So.
We got two foils in here, but this one, it's not foil. Scheming Fence. Oh, this guy is cool. When it enters the battlefield, you choose a non-land permanent. Activated abilities of the chosen permanent can't be activated, and this gains all the activated abilities of the chosen permanent except for loyalty abilities.
Yeah.
So for a human, blue-white, I can play this and say it's basically a pithing needle for your planeswalker.
Yep.
Or in EDH, I can say, oh, you have a Mox, or you have a Mana Crypt or a Mana Vault or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm turning it off, and now I have one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna see a lot of EDH play.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna see some fringe modern play and probably some very fringe standard play. But I do think that's a pretty good card. So the next pack, Special Art Crew Captain, which is the Jund 3-drop creature.
What's that?
The captain has haste. It's a 4/2 for Jund colors, and then it's indestructible as long as the end of the battlefield this turn.
Yeah. What was the card right behind it?
It's one of the new triumphs.
Oh, I thought I saw
Raffine's Tower. So it's the Esper. It's the Esper Triumph. I'm just calling these all triumphs.
Yep, I'm in.
So, and then
Snapcast official.
We have a Glamorous Outlaw foil, which is just a common. And the rare is a Bant Cat Citizen, enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it, and then whenever you attack a player or planeswalker with one or more creatures with power 1 or less, draw a card. So pretty good draw engine essentially.
Citizen, be a good citizen. What's this art? Is that?
I think that's the new Vivian artwork.
Yeah.
Which Dalton actually opened a foil Vivian out of his pre-release kit, and then did very terrible with it for the rest of the night.
I didn't want to brag, but my promo was the new Elspeth.
Nice. I think that's actually the only Elspeth that I heard about being opened all night, because we only had I think we had one Vivian and one Elspeth opened.
Stover opened an Elspeth.
Oh, okay.
As well.
Didn't know about that one.
So we have another EDH card here. Another Grixis card. And Hilo the Painter, legendary creature vampire assassin, 1/3 with Death Touch. The first instant or sorcery you cast each turn has casualty 2. So you can sack a creature with power 2 or more to copy that and choose new targets for the copy.
Okay.
Oh, every work of art is a hit. It's a hit. Get it? Vampire assassin. And another rare in that pack, Mysterious Limousine. It's pretty cool. You can do some blank shenanigans with this, but it's really expensive to cast.
Yeah, for 5 mana, you're probably not putting that in your blank decks. At least not for modern.
Probably not even for Pioneer.
Probably not. So definitely an EDH card. Ooh. That's a Broker's Charm.
Is that our first charm in this box?
No, I actually had back-to-back charms in an earlier pack.
Oh, okay.
Masked Bandit. So I lost to this card twice. Same person. They also had the 2/4 Rhino that doubles a creature's power.
Yeah.
So he was making this a 10/5 Vigilance Menace. and it was not easy to block. Structural Assault is the rare. And we have another list card. Jaina the Rising Star. Jugan the Rising Star.
Oh, yeah.
So that's actually pretty cool.
So that's from the original Kamigawa that was reprinted in Iconic Masters, it looks like?
Yep.
Nice.
So that's cool. The Structural Assault is a junk rare, so don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it. All right, so it was funny because I asked if we got any charms. I took a little peek at this pack. How about Cabaretti, Obscura, and Riveters in the same pack?
Nice.
And then again, the art on these are so cool.
They really are.
And you're like, oh, this is a multicolor land. And I do really appreciate the being able to sack it to draw cards later. Mm-hmm. But they're not great. They're not great. They're just exciting. Another Corpse Appraiser in the new art.
Ooh.
Full art. Bant Triome. A regular Grixis Triome.
Nice.
And then a foil. Again, such cool framing, such cool art. Look at the foiling on that. The gold on the side stands out. Too bad it's not really a card you want to play.
So this pack, no fancy artworks it looks like until we get to this. And then the rare is the Jund Dragon Leader. So this is a 6/6 flying. Beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, this card deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, and you create 3 treasure tokens. Supposedly, Elijah had this in his Naya deck. So he was Naya splashing black for this and one other card.
Yeah.
And then we have a normal Glamorous Outlaw foil.
Hey, we got a signed art card.
Ooh, there we go.
Hey, Mr. Beard. Thanks, bud. Hopefully we can rip some sauce. So far, the most exciting thing for me was the foil island that we opened in the first pack.
Yep. I might have to fight you for that, actually.
No, that's all yours, bud. Witness Protection was an all-star in Limited last night. I mean, it's just all of these creatures having extra abilities and stuff. Being able to take away abilities was fantastic.
Yeah, I do think it's going to be moving forward in whatever limited format, in draft. It's probably going to be one of the higher end picks for removal in blue, more than likely.
Ooh. So we got a mythic. We got a cool art Cabaretti charm. Even the score X blue blue blue. It costs blue 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 less if an opponent has drawn 4 or more cards this turn for an instant to draw X cards. Okay, maybe. And holy crap, there's a cool Rosie the Riveter vibe going on here on Crew Captain.
Yep.
Etched foiling looks amazing. Hope you get to see one. Yeah, we do too.
Yeah, I was the etched foilings. What I saw at the shop last night with people opening packs, they do look really really cool, and so I do hope that we are able to get one here. So there's a land. So commons, nothing exciting. Uncommons, nothing exciting. There's another fancy land.
That's not that fancy.
Not that fancy.
Another EDH card.
Another EDH card. This is the Killing Quell for 1 in double black, a 3/2 legendary creature. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, exile it with a hit counter, and then when this creature has Death Touch, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a hit counter from that card, and then you may draw a card and create 2 treasure tokens. And then a foil regular Grixis Charm.
Yeah.
Which is also pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Logan in the chat. Welcome, Logan.
Trying to be conscientious to not make pack cracking sounds
that
while
seems
somebody's
very
talking. Well, just while one another's talking, I'm trying. But otherwise, I love the sound of cracking packs. Like, if people want to watch a video of a box being opened, maybe they want to hear that.
Maybe.
Oh, call in a professional. Man, the flavor on this is so good. No.
Ooh.
We got a
Phyrexian
Urbrask.
I actually opened this in my pre-release kit. It was a fancy artwork. It wasn't foil. It wasn't Phyrexian. So it's English writing, but it's a fancy artwork. And it's actually pretty sweet.
Y'all, does that count as sauce, GB? I think that counts as sauce.
I think that counts as sauce.
There's another mythic right behind it. Velco, Pact Weaver.
The Bant House Leader.
Yep, and then now is this? I don't know if this is. Look at this. It has the house symbol in the foiling. I haven't noticed that on other things, and I'm noticing that the foiling is different in the borders. Is this the etched?
No, it's very specific, I believe.
Okay, like we're gonna know it when we see it.
Yeah, think like the
Commander Legends foil.
Yeah, yep.
The etched.
Yep. So, Broker's Charm, another tower land.
Why do they put those in the back of the pack when you think they're going to be exciting lands? Sorry.
That's okay. So a Esper legend, Esper creature flash lifelink when he enters the battlefield. I always think
so,
this.
It basically it's like a Venser.
Yes.
It returns up to one target spell to its owner's hand.
Yep. And then a foil Rhino. This is the one that doubles a creature's power in combat. So this is actually pretty cool. All right. So we'll do this at the same time. We'll get the pack appling out of the pack opening out of the way. There we go.
Bam! That was quick. That was efficient. This makes me think of. I just saw the new Harry Potter movie. That's Secrets of Dumbledore.
I wanted to say that, but I wasn't sure. I actually haven't seen that yet. I was thinking of a different scene from the previous movie because it has that similar vibe, I guess.
Riveteer's Charm, Incandescent Aria, Disdainful Stroke. I didn't even realize that was in the set. And we got another Friends Forever card, another Universes Beyond Replacement.
There we go. Yep.
For the Stranger Things Secret Lair cards. Man, I do love that sparkle on my thumb. I don't have all my nails did, but that one right there for when I'm playing bass. Boink, boink, boink.
Oh, there you go. Yep. I think you said that a few days ago, just not on cast. So let's see.
Loken got himself a regular foil Urbrask.
Oh, nice. Depopulate is one of the rares. 2 and double white. Each player who controls a multicolored creature draws a card, then destroy all creatures. A foil Courtyard, which is the Naya Evolving Wilds from the set. And another... What was
Holy
it?
Cow. So Stranger
Things. Replacement card.
Yeah.
Blue and a red. Tap, sacrifice an artifact. Deals 1 damage to target creature. Gold, that creature. And gold is that EDH mechanic that that creature has to attack somebody. They just can't attack you.
They have to attack another opponent if able.
Yep.
So gold gets weird when you're down to the last 2 people in a game.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's just basically fogging that creature then at that point.
I'm gonna keep being infatuated with those art cards, and I'll take the token out this time. Buy your silence, Midnight Assassin, cement shoes, exotic pets for Zach. See, Mr. Beard, you can play fish in this format. We were talking about that earlier. Okay, we've seen this one before. This is one a lot of people are talking about. Void Rend. Is this enough of a reason to splash black and blue-white controls in Pioneer and even Modern? Is an uncounterable Vindicate that can't target lands worth it? I don't know.
I mean, I think the triple color is going to be limiting.
Yeah.
But who knows? People have played Stranger Things.
Literally, Stranger Things. Oh, God. I hit the camera again.
Another Esper Charm. Another Void Rend, but this one is the cool artwork.
See, I mean, now don't you want to play that card?
This I would play. This specific artwork I would play.
Oh, that's the one I want. Sorry.
That's okay. I was reading Logan's comment.
As someone who owns the Stranger Things Secret Lair, he hates how common the replacements are.
Yeah, I can understand that. So this is the angel kind of pseudo lord that we were talking about on the episode this past Wednesday. Yeah. This is the 1 in a white 2/2 flying angel with vigilance. Each other angel that enters the battlefield gets a +1/+1 counter on it for each angel that you already control, and then it taps for an angel spell.
Oh, he got the gilded foil rare in his box. Was
that?
Piata.
Oh man!
So, Zach and I went halvesies on this box specifically for our Snapcast viewers.
Yep.
But it's my buddy Bill's birthday today, and he plays mono white angels.
Okay.
So I would love to tell him that we cracked that on cast.
Absolutely.
And give it to him for his birthday.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I'm gonna send him a link to this spot in the cast where we say, "Happy birthday, Bill Davis." Literal fat cat.
Literal raccoons.
Oh, those are all raccoons?
Those are all raccoons. They're the...
Damn it.
Yeah. Pretty sure those are the raccoons.
Haven't seen a lot of the cool vehicles yet. I feel like I have not seen...
No, we think we've only had 2? Correct, Logan. Void Rend is not the angel.
And Commander 21 card from the list. I have never heard of this card in my life, I assure you. Cassetto Orochi Archmage. 1 Simic, 1 a green and a blue. For green and blue, target creature can't be blocked. If it was a snake, it gets +2/+2. Neat.
Yeah, I think I've seen that, and it's not great in EDH.
Oh, his promo was Void Rend.
Oh, okay.
In the special art? That's cool.
Oh, okay. My apologies for the confusion, Logan. So Masked Bandits, this is the artwork card that Brad was just showing off. Augur of Agonies, this is an Esper creature that pings your opponent for life, and you gain a life whenever you draw a card.
Nice.
Black Market Tycoon, which deals you damage for each treasure token you have. So and then it can tap and create treasures. So you really want to use those treasure tokens before your beginning of upkeep.
Yeah.
And a foil make disappear.
Yeah. You know what? I think we got caught there, Logan, with the stream delay. So the time between when you made that comment and what we were actually holding here was offset.
That's probably true.
Cool full art swamp. I think the other art full art foil swamp in my pre-release kit was the second best card after Elspeth.
So the thing with these full art lands, if you're drafting on Moto versus Arena, and I'm just gonna pitch this really quickly. If you're drafting on Moto, you can pick these up, the full art lands, pretty freely late in the packs. On Arena, and someone might be able to correct me, pretty sure you have to buy basically the skins for the full arts, because I think that's what they did for Neon Dynasty. So as my gripe against Arena right now, just draft on Moto and you can just pick these up for free without basically any cost.
So I want to talk about both of these cards. I think they're great. Don't sleep on Tainted Indulgence. I am certain that Logan and GB are not sleeping on Tainted Indulgence. This is a Dimir card, a blue and a black. Draw 2 cards. Then another sentence that kind of matters. Draw 2. So even if this was just instant speed, draw 2, discard 1, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
In the random occasion that you get to keep both cards, great. But drawing 2 and pitching something in Dimir, which is a color combination that almost always wants to be messing with the graveyard, is a very cool card.
Well, and think of, like, again, EDH. How often do you look at your graveyard at any random point and say, I have multiple mana value costs in my graveyard?
Yeah.
Should be pretty easy to turn on.
Yeah. And this is cool. I have not read this card before. Body Launderer, 2 black for a creature ogre rogue with Death Touch. It's a 3/3. 3/3 for 4. Okay, so what are they giving us? Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, Body Launderer connives. Connives means that you reveal the top card of your library, and if it's a non-land permanent, you can put a +1/+1 counter on it and put it in the graveyard.
Nope, close. You draw a card, and then you discard a card, and if you discard a non-land card, you get a +1/+1 counter.
See, that's what happens when you only play 2 rounds of the pre-release. Yeah, so draw a card, discard a card. If that is a non-land card, put a counter on him.
Yep.
So he will grow, and then when this one dies, return another target non-rogue with equal or lesser power from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay.
So as this grows, the more options you're going to have for things that you can return. So that's pretty sweet, actually.
That is, and it's obviously something you don't want to play in a rogue deck because it does specify non-rogue.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. Let's see. We are getting down towards the end of the box, it looks like.
Last few packs. I appreciate that we got to do this and actually talk about the cards.
Yeah, because we haven't really done that with our previous episodes. So this is that Rhino again, just fancy artwork, non-foil. Land, the Jund Triome.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Cool ass art card. Oh, that got hung up there for a second. Expendable Lackey. Brass Knuckles. That's just cool. Brazen Upstart.
Yeah, they did a really good job, like Brass Knuckles and some of the cards that are more like phrases than just card names. They did a really good job keeping everything on flavor wise.
We got Make Your Own Ragavan. Mending does it better. Yep. Yeah. Oh, well, and the life gain on mending helps a fair bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Zach, what do you got for us?
All right, let's go. Foil planes, no one cares about.
No.
These mana fixing creatures they were really good in limited. Cut of the Prophets, X black, casualty 3. So you have to sacrifice a creature with power 3 or greater, and then you copy the spell. Draw X cards, and you lose X life.
Yeah.
And then M25, Master of the Wild Hunt. So
yeah, from the list. I mean, I guess it's a mythic from the list. That's cool, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, man. You'd think after a decade of cracking packs, you'd be really good at opening them. Oh, man. That's cool. Like almost impressionist.
Yep. Kind of could be like a ponder effect, too, because you've got the three orbs.
I wonder what that actual card was. Stop it. Putting these like cool framed angels that are kind of potato at the back. Ooh. And a sweet Jund Charm, Grixis Charm.
Yep. Again, not the special foil treatment, which is okay. It's still very pretty.
Are we gonna see an etched foil?
I don't know. Does Logan or GB? Do you guys know if etched foils are guaranteed in a box? 'Cause I do not. I haven't heard about it. So
should we get at least one?
I would think so, unless it's a bad box. If it's a bad box, I blame Elijah. So GB, if you could just let Elijah know that we didn't open one, that'd be great.
I think I got it.
Nice. Never mind, GB. Another Broker's Charm. Legendary Esper Creature. Admiral Bracket Brass. So where is Sam Picard?
Friggin' potato.
Friggin' potato. All right, Brad. What's the last pack look like here?
All right, we're skipping to the back.
Logan says he got one. Yeah, Logan says he got one in his box, but he's not sure if it's guaranteed.
Flash, Defender, Haste, one of the blue copy target spell that wasn't cast. So weird. But here it is.
There it is.
Rakish Revelers. So we got a common in the raised gold treatment. So this camera will not focus that close, but it's actually textured.
Is it really? Wow.
Well, yeah. I'll let Zach feel.
Oh, yeah. It just a little bit textured.
Just a little bit. The surface feels different, but it does look like gold treatment. So I'm sure the playable cards that have that treatment are going to be obscene. Money.
Yep.
Are going to be actual obscene.
Yep.
Well,
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I'm super happy, though, that Mr. Beard and Logan were able to join us.
Yes, thank you, guys. I know that I think GB has to work at some point today, so.
I appreciate you spending some of your time with me and Zach.
Yep, absolutely.
And we'll catch you on hopefully Wednesday night. We'll talk about what's going on with these cards.
Absolutely. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for joining us.